Oh, Hanaki. Did you know that our souls are connected by fate? What do you know? I'm Yuno Hanaki, the one and only Oiran from Mialoon. Good evening. I was supposed to say good morning. It's not morning. Oh, God. I don't feel too good today, fellas. Fellas, I don't feel good. Ay. How am I feeling? Bad. How am I feeling? Awful. Well, I'm okay. Hello. PhD? PhD's been here. That's the Urpal Chibi is PhD. Do you not remember the lore? How dare you? The disrespect. But no, PhD's been here. This is just original PhD, I suppose. If you want to go with that. Wait. You're right, green PhD. Yeah, you could go with calling her green PhD if you'd like. I hope it's nothing serial. No, it's just stuff. It be how it is. And then there was some other stuff that occurred today on top of the ick that has befallen me. But I'm alright. The stream is probably going to be extremely short though, and depending on how I feel tomorrow, I don't know if I will stream. I want to, don't get me wrong, I want to try and stream, but not feeling too good. So we'll see how we feel tomorrow. We'll see what the vibe is. Hopefully if I'm feeling better, I'll put up a waiting room. If I do manage to stream, it's probably gonna be something very low-key because my energy is a flat line. If I had to estimate where my energy is right now, I did just eat dinner a little bit ago. It's probably like 52 out of 100. So 2 points above where I thought I was going to be during this stream, which was at like a 50. We take those? Yippee. That's also why I took a little bit longer to shift over from the loading screen. I don't usually like to do it for longer than 10 minutes, but I don't feel good. I was really trying to muster up what energy I had in order to sound a little bit more chipper. Yes. It's the small things like you. Yes, we'll go with that. Sure. But yeah, it's nothing serial. It's just stuff. I feel bad because over the weekend, members know about this because I was talking about it a little during the members stream, but I signed up for a library card and I said fuck it and I signed up for the physical one. And then they sent me an email today saying that the card was ready to be picked up. But I have to go pick it up in person because they need to verify me by my identity, obviously. I don't know why someone would try to fake an identity in order to get access to the library, but I get it. But I didn't have the energy today because of the sick that suddenly kicked my ass. I think I can still go tomorrow, though. They're probably open until, like, Thursday, at least. So I'm gonna try and go tomorrow and pick up the card if I feel better. And since I'll already be there to pick up the card, I might go get some books too. So maybe having books while I am sick will make me feel a little better. Give me something else to do. How about we be the stream? No. If you guys are ever going to become the focus of the stream, I will let you know ahead of time so that you can actually prepare to be funny and entertaining. There will probably be a day where I do a stream like that, though, because I think it would be kind of funny. It'd be interesting to see what you guys do. And I'd probably try to set it up so that way the comments could come through like a TTS or something. And I'd have like a little Damadachi on screen so it looks like the Damadachi is talking. I hope I'm not actually getting sick. I took a few sips of water just now because I gotta hydrate while I was on the loading screen. And my throat hurt a little bit. That's not fun. I hope I'm not actually getting ill on top of everything else I'm dealing with. Oh god. Jobver. Your card, Mr. Steele Ulysses Roberts Books. Literally me. Mr. Books. TTS would be pure chaos. Yeah. I would only do it for that one stream, I think, because I know that giving viewers access to TTS can sometimes be disastrous. But like I said, if I ever do a stream like that, you will know ahead of time so you can prepare your bits, so you can prepare your sillies. In better news, though, I checked in with Papa to see what the status is for the 2.0 rig, and I got confirmation that I should be getting it tomorrow. Or Wednesday. Soon. So that made me feel a little bit better. I'm kind of excited about that. It's hard to feel fully excited because I am obviously still very low energy, but it was nice to receive direct confirmation. Yay. Thanksgiving present. I was talking to Hitomi about it like right before stream, and she was like, it's like Christmas, and I was like, it's like Christmas, in like a really tiny baby voice because I'm tired. So it's the little things. No longer .tm. Yeah, no longer .tm. That's the hope. Please stop spamming. Dude, I've given you so many warnings. You would think that you'd fucking listen by now. I'm afraid I'm gonna have to just straight up remove you at this point. Something to be thankful for at last. At least. That's how I feel right now. But no, I'm excited. So I have that to look forward to very, very, very soon. Which is good, because there's some stuff that has deadlines where I need to record footage, and it would be very epic if I could get the model in time to use it for the thing. And that would be the first thing that I'd make content-wise with the 2.0 model. So that's kind of exciting to me. I'm excited about that. We'll see how it goes, though. I'm not absolutely positive it'll be tomorrow. I want it to be tomorrow. Well, we'll see. It would be good timing, too, because I'll be able to work on some stuff during the little break coming up. Footage, you say? What is it with you and feet lately? Have you finally admitted to something about yourself? And it's given you more cojones? Love that for you. Sooner than expected? No, it's actually a few days past when I initially expected it. But, like, it's good. I was told by my papa that he had needed a little bit of extra time that he hadn't anticipated, but it is okay. Getting it this month is still a win, because that does mean that we can, like, with 85% certainty, say that December debut is a go. I can finally confirm that to my mama, too. I'm gonna have to send her an email later. Yippee. Oh, Hanaki, welcome in. Welcome, welcome. But yeah, it is a little exciting. I'm looking forward to it. She prepping? Oh, she prepping. I'm excited. I have to pick a specific date. I have to pick a specific date in December. There's some other stuff that's been going on, and like certain things have been like rearranging and shifting around, so maybe it might be easier to schedule in a way. We'll see. Yuno needs some good tea, it sounds like. No. I don't really like tea. It might be good for my throat, however. If I really am starting to get sick. December mumble, save the date. Yes. Not one mumble, two mumbles. Want your schedule it on my birthday? What day is your birthday? I'm not very good at remembering birth dates. So even if you have told me it before, you might have to remind me. Smile. 6th? Oh, no, it can't be on the 6th. That's the Mielun anniversary. Can't do it on the 6th. Although, I don't think we'll really be doing anything special, considering Kaya is going through some stuff. But yeah, can't do debut on the 6th. 7th? That's way too soon after Mielun anniversary. I don't know about that. I also don't think that's enough time for the things that need to get finished. I can't tell you guys a specific date right now. Just know December. I will try to confirm, obviously, like once a trailer drops, that will have the date on it once I pick it. So I say just look forward to that specifically. The trailer will have the information. The trailer, I don't know when that's going to be finished, but I'm hoping... Well, I guess if I'm aiming for a December debut, I should probably try to aim for the trailer to be out by the 1st. We'll see. 7 would be too scary anyway. Yeah, 7's a very scary number. It ain't 9. Ha 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 ha. Ha ha. Poor Kaya. Yeah, she's really going through it right now. Poor thing. But don't worry. We have been doing our best to, support her. By we, I mean me and Lynn. I'm sure there have been other friends that have been supporting her too, but we have been offering ourselves to help her whenever she needs it. But she do be going through it right now, so be extra gentle with her if you see her around on Twitter. She's probably... Well, I saw her, like, mention the idea of taking a hiatus, on her sub-account, but I don't know if that's, like, confirmed. But just be gentle. She's really going through it. Be gentle. Why the fuck are you guys saying 6, 7? 6 is afraid of 7 because 7, 8, 9. They have no relationship. Besides one of fear. Mm-hmm. But yeah, be good to Kaya. Obviously, be good to Lynn, too. In terms of Lynn, I saw that she's actually getting closer and closer to 10k. I think it would be cool if she could manage to hit it in December. Would be kind of epic. Yuno will take all the jokes aimed at Kaya. I will stand in front of her like that T-posing army man taking all of the flaming knives so that somebody can sleep peacefully. That's me protecting Kaya. If you guys try to make fun of her at all during this period, I will attack you. No mercy. She's very fragile. Well, she's also very strong. But like when it comes to outside parties, third parties, just, you know, be nice. Be nice. Be kind to Mielun, yes. We are going into what would be the anniversary month, but I don't know if we'll really have as much as we were planning to have to celebrate our 1 year. But that's okay. It's just the timing being kind of bad. So it goes. We'll make up for it, I'm sure. There will be other times, other opportunities. It was my birthday. Well, happy belated. I choose to believe you in this moment. I've kind of missed being in the pajama version of the model. I've been more so in like work mode, grind set mindset that I haven't really used this model much recently, but I just really like it. This was the only way that management was going to let me have purple in my hair, was if I added it to like the little tips at the front of my hair. They weren't going to let me change the back color. Or at least my manager said that they probably wouldn't. But it's nice to use it. Isashi Buri Pajama Buno. Can't believe it's been almost a year since Explosion. I know, right? Very crazy. Almost a whole year. And so much is different now. Like, so many things have changed. Everybody's accomplished so much cool stuff. So many, like, new outfits. So many releases of, like, merch from everybody independently. Everyone's gotten to do, like, really cool concerts and events. Scheduling all of these, like, cool, like, big events with lots of people. Everyone's doing really good. It's awesome. But it is crazy to think that this same time, like a year ago, we were prepping for the explosion. And I don't know about everybody else, but I was definitely, like, fucking afraid. I was terrified of how things were going to go. What's your favorite food to eat on Thanksgiving? I don't really celebrate Thanksgiving much. It's never really been a thing that I've been into personally. And even when I was growing up and did celebrate it, I was very picky and didn't like most of the food. Macaroni and cheese, I guess? Mashed potatoes became a more, like, something I ended up liking later on. It wasn't something I was very into at first. Also bread. The Oni family makes pretty nice bread rolls for Thanksgiving. Yuno got 5 billion hours of streaming time. Yeah, literally, I did nothing the fuck else. All I did was just stream an insane amount to the point where the other girls were like, don't do a donathon like that again. And I was like, okay. They were just so worried about me when I told them what the final amount of time was. They were like, you're crazy. And I was like, well, I didn't know. And now I do. And I'm still not done with my stream debt, if you can believe it. It's pretty believable, honestly. It was a lot of time. Hopefully Mialoon can be at the next Miramix. Miramix, that was the event that Charlotte got invited to, right? I don't know, maybe. Events these days have become... I don't know how else to word this, but... Events these days have gotten, like, to a point where... it has to be, like, fan requests more so than, like, us applying. We can only do so much when it comes to trying to, get into certain places. Most of the time, they have to be the ones to reach out to us if there is demand for us to be seen. Sometimes applications can be open for those kinds of events, but... you know. Most of the time, it's based on fan submission. People wanting to see us. Scam. Don't call it a scam. Don't call it a scam. It is what it is. But yeah, the best way if you want to try and guarantee that we will get to go to events is you have to put us forward. Tell the conventions or like the event hosts that you want to see us, and then maybe they will consider inviting us. And then, you know, it is also on us as Mialoon to apply to places that have open applications. It'd be nice to try and organize more of that stuff as a group. I would like to anyway. Obviously it's a bit difficult right now with everything that's going on, but maybe 2026 will be the year that Mialoon are able to apply to a lot more events and do more stuff together as a unit. We shall see. Yuno featured streamer at Offkai next year. I don't know about that. I don't know about that, man. I don't think I am big nor famous enough, nor worthy of anything that would be considered, like, highlightable. Especially for something as big as Offkai. You know, on stage at Budokan. God, no. If someone like me got to Budokan before, like, Nene Amano, or, like, anybody else that's, like, way better at doing idol stuff than me, I think there would be a fucking riot. I think I would be canceled. I think I would be yeeted, deleted off of the internet. Bunokan, very true. You raise a good counterpoint. I thought you said Bunokan. Budokan. I don't know how else to, like, emphasize it so that it makes more sense. Budokan. Not Bunokan. Hello there, chibi girl. Hello there, random citizen. These people aren't even bothering to learn my name anymore. They're just referring to me by what I am. If you get canceled, we'll make Bunokan. Bunokan, where the panels are all book reading events? No, no, no. There's one panel for book reading. There's one panel for discussing ships. There's one panel for otome. There's one panel for, what else is a, you know, Hanaki staple? Tales stuff. Bamco are invited to have a panel to talk about all of the series that I like from Bandai Namco and none of the other ones. And then there's a concert that just plays all of my song covers on loop in a never-ending playlist. That comment's kind of rude. I'm deleting it. I know you think you're being funny, but I don't like it. I'll bring the tape for the ball pit. Oh, Lord. I didn't even say anything about a ball pit. Come on now. Don't force assign me a ball pit. Bamco invited and forced to announce Legendia Remaster. Bamco invited and forced to announce Legendia Remake, and that the only person who is going to get to play it is, you know, Hanaki. Me exclusively. I am not a Bandai Namco affiliated creator. I am a Tales of Legendia Remake creator. And that's all I get to do. I only get to play that game. I want to play it too. You have to watch me stream it. If I'm the only one with access to the game, that means nobody else can stream it, which therefore means I would dominate the category, and I would finally get the audience that wants to see Tales games. All me. We should start collecting cardboard boxes now so we can make the stage for Bunokan. Hey, Bunokan would have much higher quality stages than just cardboard boxes. Not a fan of this level of disrespect. At least give me, like, wooden crates. Come on, man. Seka. Very true. We'd have super glue and duct tape, man. Soapboxes. Time to get up on my soapbox. Branded cardboard boxes from Amazon? No, I would never accept a brand offer from Amazon. I'm sorry, Twitch. You will never get me to show Amazon-related products if I can help it. You got wooden crate money? No. We'd get there. A ball pit is advertised, but that's just the name of the host club in the basement. Don't call it a ball pit. Nasty. Terrible. I dive right in. Oh god. I love that for you, but you're also so crazy for that. Wait. Let's see. Trying to think of what else I wanted to say today. If there was anything. Not really. I guess we're just kind of yapping, as we usually do during OniMon. I haven't really gotten up to much else. We are yapping. We are yapping. Top 5 favorite Pokemon? Oh man. Top 5. Skitty. Eevee. Espeon. Actually, no, I'm lying. Hold on, let me redo it. Eevee. No. Sorry, my brain is literally running on, like, static right now. Skitty, Chikorita, Eevee, Espeon, Pikachu. There we go, I did it. That was painful. I'm sorry, that was like the worst thing I've ever done. My head is very empty. Can't believe I missed the Power Wash Simulator stream, the stream I've been wanting forever, and I missed it. It's okay, I will probably stream Power Wash again. Eventually. Chikorita, is that because of Legends ZA? God, no. I've been liking Chikorita since she was fucking introduced to the franchise, my guy. I'm sorry everybody else is a fake fan that only decided that they liked Chikorita because they hate Tepig more. Which is also fucked up, by the way. Tepig is just a cute little guy. But like... I have been a big fan of Chikorita since the very beginning. I'm a Chikorita OG fan. I have been a defender of that icon since the very beginning. I was happy when she was added to ZA as a starter, but then everybody was shitting on her, and I was pissed off. And then they were all like, well, I guess I'd rather have Chikorita than Tepig. And I was so annoyed by that, too. Because, like, Chikorita doesn't need fake fans who are settling for her because she's not the worst. She needs fans that actually think that she's good. Because she's a good girl. And it's fucked up that people are not liking her. Since the beninging. In the beninging. That's literally me. Rita got blocked for me because of Bulbasaur Gen 1. Didn't want to repeat Grass Starter. Well, see, that's where you are weak. You have to choose the starter that goes the most with your vibes, even if it's a type repeat. My starter choices in all of the gens have a pretty even type distribution, I believe. I think there is like a slight lean towards grass, but for the most part, it's been pretty even with my favorites per region. Did you choose her in Game Boy Color games? As in, like, the original Gold and Silver? Yes. I believe in my copy of Silver I chose Chikorita. Crystal. I didn't have a copy of Crystal. I only had copies of Silver and Gold. I never got a copy of Crystal. If I did have Crystal, though, I would have chosen her. Chikorita was my first starter ever. Based. I didn't get the chance to, like, fully play, Gen 2 until after I played 3 or like started 3 as a kid. Because the only time I had played, the first time I ever touched Pokemon Silver, it was on my cousin's already beaten save file. And so I loaded the team with like all legendaries. And then I beat the Elite Four again and the champion, and I acted like I beat the game for him, and he was like, "That's nice, Yuno." That's nice, Yuno. Thank you. So that was my first experience with Silver. Obviously, I was not allowed to start a new game on his beaten save file, so that was my experience. So when I did finally get to play Silver through by myself, because I eventually inherited his copy of the game when he grew out of Pokemon, and I started my own save file, I chose Chikorita. And then by the time Gen 3 rolled around, that was when I got my own copy of the game. I had like begged and pleaded for a Game Boy Advance. And then I begged and pleaded for, I think I asked specifically for Sapphire, because back then one of my favorite colors was blue. But then I've already told this story before, but I opened the present with the Game Boy Advance and I was super hyped. And then the first game that I opened was Ruby, and I was like, yeah, Ruby! That's cool! I was happy because it was still Pokemon. And then it caused my relatives to have a fucking panic attack because they thought that they gave me 2 of the same game. But they got Sapphire for me. So when I opened Sapphire, I was like, oh, Sapphire! Now I have both! I can get all the Pokemon! And they were like, oh, thank God. It's not a bad thing to give her both colors. They thought that the difference was purely cosmetic. So they didn't realize that there was actually different Pokemon in each one. And that it's like slightly different. So having both copies was actually a good thing. It was very funny. Did you have the link cable? No. I just had 2 different save files where I got to see the different Pokemon. I didn't really mind that, honestly. They went off without knowing. Exactly. They were just relieved that they didn't have to worry about me being upset that I got 2 of the same thing, or that they would have to take one back to the store. They were just like, fee you. Have you ever done a draw Pokemon from memory stream? I feel like you have, but my memory is bad in my old age. I did a draw Pokemon from memory stream with Kaya in October last year during our anniversary week. That was one of the collab streams that we did besides the actual combined anniversary one. So yes, I have. It was just a collab with Kaya. I believe it's on Kaya's channel. Yes. Your memory is strong. I remember a lot of the things that happened that week because of all of its relation to Onimama. The Pokemon from memory stream was, I think, the day of her passing. Because I did that stream during the day on Kaya's channel, and then because I wasn't streaming, because the only POV was on her side, I planned to upload the Oni Beats, the Onigashima Lo-Fi mix. And then the minute the Lo-Fi finished uploading was when I got the call from the hospital. I am pretty sure that is the series of events. Unless the drawing from memory stream happened the day before, which it might have. It's somewhere in there, though. I remember that being one of the last streams I did. Because I got the call the next day. And then I couldn't do anything else the rest of the week because of everything going on. That's the main reason I remember. It's the trauma making everything fresh and vibrant and colorful. Many such cases. We can laugh about it now, it's fine. Yeah, it's the trauma, smile. It is okay. But yeah, the memory is quite vivid. I do not remember anything we talked about, and I do not remember which Pokemon we ended up drawing. But I remember that that's around when it happened. Gonna eat dinner? Okay. Have something yummy to eat. I made like little sliders. I did not do a very good job making them. But I had like a little slider because I was lazy and I didn't really want to make anything else. But I had like a little tiny burger slider, and then I ended up also being hungry for chicken. And so I made a like less extravagant but like also tiny chicken slider. How'd you make the meat? I had a frozen burger patty, and then I also had like a frozen chicken patty. And then I just made them small. And put them onto like little sandwich. Made little a sandwich. I don't usually buy bread, but I used up the last of the bread to make little sandwich. So now I have no more bread. But I had 2 little sliders. They were pretty yummy. I need the protein because I don't feel good. Eating more protein will hopefully help me feel a little bit better. I am pretty bad about eating protein. But so is Onimama, so I think it's genetic. I think it's unfortunately just part of my genes. This body does not usually crave protein. It usually craves carb. Therefore, I die. But I made myself eat protein today, so it's the little victories. The allure of pasta and potatoes? Yes, indeed, exactly. I mean, I try to have some kind of protein with the pasta and or the potatoes, but I do not always. Preparing meat is just kind of annoying to me also. That's why I don't usually make it from the like the raw stuff. I usually just get like a frozen meat. In the case of the sandwiches, I had the burger patty up there, and then I had the pre-cooked burger patty, I should say, so I just had to heat it up on a pan. And then the chicken patty I air fried. What about protein and carb? Can't go wrong with chicken and potatoes / mac and cheese. That's what I just said, yeah. I do try to have a protein with the potato or the pasta. But I usually end up going for, like, bacon or, kielbasa or, like, Spam occasionally. I do like Spam. Spam is yummy. But like, that means I end up choosing, like, pork products. Honestly, it's also because the pork products are, like, easier to prepare. A chicken nugget is a protein and I will die on this hill. No, I would say I agree with you. It is chicken meat. Not the best kind of chicken meat, but it is meat. Just learn to photosynthesize. That would involve going outside, though. I don't like going outside, so... I can't do it. Yeah, I really like Spam. It's yummy. I used to be one of the people that didn't really care for it, but there was one time... I forget what I had it with that ended up making me really like it. What was it? It might have been around the time when I was living with my roommates in college that were from the foreign exchange program, because they did make, they made me fried rice once when I was sick. Well, they didn't know that I was sick at the time, but I had like a really icky day and I didn't go to class. And they were making, I think it was tomato egg fried rice, and then it had Spam. And they offered me a bowl of it, and I was like, oh, okay, I'll try it. They were very, very nice to me to offer food. And it was delicious. I didn't think I was gonna like the Spam, but I really liked how the Spam tasted in the rice. And then when I went home after that semester, I asked Onimama if we could get Spam at the grocery store, and she was like, Spam? You want to eat Spam? Because she was not used to me, like, desiring a meat product like that. and so she was very confused. But she didn't really mind getting it because it was cheap. So it worked out. Were these people Filipino? No. They were from, I think one was from Thailand, and I think the other was Korean. I believe. Yeah, I think so. For meatless protein, when I don't feel like preparing meat, I like to add nuts or egg. Very true. I also like egg. I used to be really big on making fried eggs and or scrambled eggs, and I would have those with my pastas. Not as much anymore, though. Mostly because I had to throw out my one good pan because it just got too ruined. I need to get more pans. I'm thinking about asking for more cookware for Christmas, if I can manage it. I don't really know if anyone's going to get me any gifts for Christmas, but I definitely need more cookware so that I can go back to making more stuff. Or trying to make more stuff. I'm very bad at cooking. Pants can go on throne. Why are two people instantly saying throne? Also, Johnny Cat, thank you for the resub. That's what the cast iron is for, but I don't know how to take care of a cast iron pot. Or a pan. I don't know how to take care of that stuff. A protein bar or shake with every meal is less hassle. I do like protein shakes. There's a brand of protein shake that I do like to consume, and it's quite yummy. But buying the bottles is expensive when it's part of my groceries. I got a nice stainless steel pan that was definitely out of my budget, but it's come in clutch so many times. Oh, okay, okay. Yeah, I was thinking I would go stainless steel if I was going to get cookware. We need to get this Oni at Costco or Sam's Club membership. I've never been to a Costco. I've been to a Sam's Club. I've never been to a Costco. I have to go grocery shopping tomorrow. Can I bribe you to go in my place? God, no. I hate grocery shopping. Ain't too old to learn new tricks. I guess. I guess, but I feel like taking care of a cast iron is a lot of work, especially since I am one person and I am not good at cooking. I am one man. Not even to sneak in to get a Costco hot dog? Nope. That's because I'm not really a hot dog liker. I hated hot dogs for like most of my life. Could get a lot of stuff at wholesale price, so I hear. But wholesale prices can be expensive. Yes, they do last you a while because it's like a lot of stuff. Or I guess like a lot of servings of the thing, but it can get expensive really, really fast. And I don't know if I can afford to like spend that much to stock up on food. I'm not making enough month to month to be able to justify that. I'm a bit broke, you see. I have no money dollars, and that also means I would not be able to afford a membership. Hate hot dogs, why? Because I always thought the meat tasted gross. I also didn't like the fact that most hot dogs were boiled. I thought that boiled meat was nasty. The one time I worked in food service in high school, I worked at a local pool that was part of like a fitness club in Onigashima, and I had to make food. I was in charge of the concession stand for the pool, and I learned how to make hot dog, and making hot dog was gross, and it made me grossed out by hot dogs even more than I already was. It was gross and I didn't like it, and then people would put the gross shit on their hot dog that I hated, and I was like, yuck. PhD face of judgment on boiled was perfection. I've gotten pretty good at puppeting. But no, it was gross. I didn't like it. However, now that I have an air fryer, not to be one of those people that's like, clearly you don't own an air fryer, but now that I have an air fryer, I like air fried hot dogs. Those are good. I will put them on top of my mac and cheese. That's delicious. I like that. I also like air fried hot dogs on other pastas. Yummy. But they specifically have to be like air fried. I would probably also like them grilled, but I don't have a grill. Clearly you now own an air fryer. I do. Yes. Air fried hot dogs? Yeah. You just take the hot dog, you put it in the air fryer, you fry the meat, and then it is toasty and yummy, and then still a little bit juicy. You still get like a good snap, kind of like on a good sausage or a kielbasa. It's yummy. I like my meat like a little bit charred on the outside, not on the inside. I don't like it if it tastes burnt on the inside, but I like the char on the outside, so I kind of let it go for quite a long time. Longer than one would normally do it, probably. But I like the char on the outside, so I don't mind if it gets a little bit burnt out there. How long at what temperature? 375 for I think like 5 or 6 minutes. 375 Fahrenheit for the record. I don't know what that is in Celsius. I don't know what the fuck a Celsius is. Are you a burnt marshmallow enjoyer? Yes. I haven't really had marshmallows in a long time. But again, it's the case of like, it has to mostly have the like char on the outside and then still be kind of like nice on the inside. The Polish in me is very happy to hear someone advocate for kielbasa. I love kielbasa! It's so yummy! I would like chop it up and then I would put it in a pan and I would kind of fry them like little mini like round discs. And then I would mix them into pastas and mac and cheese, and it was very delicious. I like the seasoning of the kielbasa. There's a particular brand of like pre-cooked kielbasa that I really like where I just have to heat it up and then add it to whatever I am eating, and it's very, very, very yummy. Big fan. Level 1 through 6? My air fryer doesn't work like that. My air fryer doesn't have it in layers. layers? Levels. It only has it in, like, the actual degrees and then also minutes. So I don't know anything about levels. Can't help you there. For the char for the marshmallows? Oh, in terms of, like, level of char, like 4.5? 4.5 to 5. If it ends up closer to 5, I'm like, oh, okay, that's fine. But I would say probably more like 4.5, somewhere in between level 4 and level 5. Does your air fryer need to fight other kitchen appliances to gain levels? Honestly, I don't think it needs to do any fighting. I pretty much only use the air fryer when I'm not, like, when it comes to making other stuff. Like, obviously I use the stove to make a lot of my pastas and my soups and stuff. But most of my side dishes, I usually just use the air fryer. Because like I said, my one good pan got ruined, so I don't really have a good pan anymore. So I just use the air fryer. And I don't really like the taste of microwaving things. There's only a few things that I will microwave, but I don't really like microwaving a lot of stuff. Did anything specific happen to ruin the pan or just general use? I don't really want to talk about it. I would rather not talk about it. Thanks for asking. Just know that it got fucking ruined. There was no saving it. And like I said, it was the one good pan, so now that it's gone, I don't really have a good pan. You know I burn water Hanaki? Yeah, exactly. Therefore, I don't want to talk about it. I charred pasta in a pot recently. Anyway, I have a new plant with a nice pot. Ignore the burnt spot. That's crazy. But also, I've been there. I understand. Most non-stick pans are full of toxic chemicals. Was scratched at all? I don't know anything about that. I think that sounds a bit like a conspiracy theory. I burn water. We need to sign above Yuno's head for that one. Hold on, I've got you. Hold on. I'm trying to find a specific blank template. I think I can do this. Hold on. Yeah. Oh yeah, this is perfect. Oh no, it has a watermark. Never mind. It is not perfect. Hold on. Hold on. This is going to be very funny. It's gonna take a moment for me to set this up, okay? But it's gonna be worth it, okay? I promise. Windows noise. What the frick? Okay. Oh, I might have put it in the wrong folder. No, it's not in there. Where did I save this? Oh, that's where. Okay. Hmm? There you go. Okay. Now that I have this... Now that I have this... goes like here. Oh, it needs to go back more. Hold on. There you go. Now it goes like this. Yeah. Okay. Okay. And now we cook. Okay, look. Listen, now we cook. Okay? Okay? And now, hold on. Alright, now hold on. Wait. Hold on. Wait. Hold on. So anyway. This is Charles from Henry Stickmin levels of Hold On, but it's hilarious. It was worth the wait. Also, it's not fully white text on white background. I gave it a black outline. So you can see it. It's fine. It's good. I like this. Personally, I think I did awesome. Personally, TBH honest, I think I nailed it. Y'all mind if this little Oni writes in perfect outlines? Yeah, y'all mind if I trace these letters real quick? Burn water, what is she, a chemist? No, I told a story once about how I left a pot of boiling water going for so long that the water fully evaporated and so it burned to the bottom of the pot. It's not the same utensil that got ruined, by the way. It was a different pot. But I literally like scorched it on the bottom layer of the pot because the water boiled for so long. Oops. Now to just add some burnt effects. Do I look like a fucking wizard? I'm not opening Photoshop to do that during stream. Just kidding, I don't use Photoshop. Fuck Adobe products. But I'm still not opening shit up during stream to edit and make it burnt. Okay? I'm just one gal. Based as always, thank you. Yuno needs a private chef. I need... I don't know, man. If she does it to a third utensil, we can classify her as a serial killer. Oh, no. Well, good thing I'm not gonna do it to any more utensils. Probably. Probably. Maybe. No promises. Anyway. Good bit. Oh, I guess also for your blank sign needs, my microphone's gonna be in the way, but what else are you going to shame me for? There you go. Are there HelloFresh gift cards? Ugh, I don't want to cook. I hate cooking. HelloFresh literally never appealed to me because while I understand that the whole thing is that they're trying to make cooking easier, I still hate the actual act. It also fucking lies. So many times it would be like, oh, this is like a really easy recipe, but then like the prep time and the cook time are each like fucking 40 minutes long and you're just like, I'm not doing all that. I'm one person. If you are putting in over an hour of time to make yourself a meal when you're the only one in your house, I think you are wasting your time. Just make a fucking sandwich, dude. More power to the people who like cooking. But no. You're right, sorry, what's the pre-made frozen scam? No, I'm good. I've had my share of those like meal plan programs. Onimama qualified for one through her disability insurance, and she never wanted to eat any of the meals because she would rather order food. You can see where I get it from. So we ended up having like excess amounts of those frozen meals that she just never wanted to eat, so I had to eat them so they wouldn't go to waste. Or I had to just toss them out, which meant I was wasting a lot of food. And I did not like them. But at least I actually ate them. Meanwhile, she's the main person who was picking all of the meals that we would get as part of the plan, and then she just never wanted to eat any of them, and she'd just be like, can we just get food out instead? I want to order this for dinner. I want to eat this instead. And like, she'd literally never want to eat one of those meals. The few times that she would finally want to eat one, she'd spit it out and act like it was the worst thing she'd ever eaten in her life, and then we'd still have to like do something else anyway. And then I'd have to eat the meal because she was gonna waste it otherwise. She qualified through her disability insurance. How come mine doesn't do that? Well, she's also Onimama, so she was on the older side also. It was like a very specific part of her plan. I don't remember a lot of the details of it. So it's not only my mom, good to know. It must just be a thing in the genetics of a mother. Bleh. But no, I'm okay. I will be good. I am doing my best to take care of myself. I am slowly doing better with it. Oh, Hanaki, hope your day's going well. It's been going. I don't feel very good, so it could be better, but I'm okay. I'm alright. Getting to chat with you guys for a little bit is helping. My energy is still bleh, but I'm feeling better, bit by bit. Gausp, thank you for the resub. Hey, I've got one of these. Hey, you got one of these. Thank you, thank you. The only time my mom seems to cook nowadays is for extended family gatherings, but she makes food for like 50+ people. That's fair. You do put a lot of energy in when you're cooking for a big gathering. Understandable. My energy is feeling bleh, but I'm feeling better. My phone after I plug it in. Literally meme earlier when I was finally out of bed. My phone was just like, I'm literally dying. And I put it on the charger and it was like, I'm still dying, but at least I'm charging. I actively feel that way right now though. I still feel like crap. But talking to you guys was helping me feel a little bit better. At least a little bit. Just a little bit. Love that for me. But like I said, this stream is probably going to be kind of short, so I imagine I won't be here much longer. I can feel the icky coming back for a bonus kick into my tummy. Bonus round. But I'll try and stick around for a little longer. Don't feel good either. Got home from East Coast at 10:30 p.m. after my friend's wedding and I'm now at work. Oof. That's rough. Good luck with your work. Tummy Horty bonus stage. Well, I don't think Tummy's going to Horty, but the icky is definitely gonna kick me in the stomach. 8 more hours. No. Please, I barely think I can make it 1 more hour. I'm not gonna lie. I feel so bad. Like, I genuinely felt pretty okay most of last night, and then I did start feeling a little bit yucky around bedtime, so I was like, huh, that's a bit strange. And then I got up this morning and I was like, oh, I really don't feel good now. So it's genuinely been bad like all day. I am miserable. Brainworm sent on Twitter for you? A brainworm? Why would you send me a brainworm? Oh. Hell yeah. Edited on fire. Although it also kind of looks like a poop stain. A poop stain that is on fire. I'll still take it though. Heck yeah. Wait. But thank you for the brainworm. Yeah, I think I can probably only manage another, like, 30-ish minutes, and then I'm just gonna be a good noodle for once in my life and go to bed at grandma o'clock. Because the sooner I can get this ick out of me, the better. I have too much prep to do. I have too much work. I've been thinking about Amazing Horse since you sang it. Evil, evil. Look at my horse. My horse is amazing. Give it a lick. It tastes just like raisins. Do you think so? I know you don't like hot drinks, but am I the only person who has to wait a while for my tea to cool down before drinking it? Depends on how long you're waiting. I still like it to be relatively warm, but I definitely can't drink it when it's, like, scalding hot. But I also don't want to wait until it's, like, room temp or, like, colder than that. I think that's kind of blick. I still prefer it quite warm. What's grandma o'clock? 10 p.m. To me, that's grandma o'clock. Technically, grandma o'clock is more like 8 or 9. So, like, when I should have been streaming, I probably should have gone to bed if I wanted to be a true grandma. But since I usually stay up way later, to me, 10 p.m. is grandma o'clock. That's real fucking grandma hours. But I guess that's what I am while I am sick. I don't feel good. So I gotta try and get extra rest. My doctor frowning in the distance. Well, your doctor's not my doctor, so meh. Meh. That should be 4 p.m. latest. You don't know what the fuck you're talking about. You don't know what you're talking about, dude. Four to 5 p.m. is when a grandma would be having dinner because they go to bed by 8. And you're not supposed to eat really close to when you're going to bed. So 4 or 5 p.m. is dinner time. And then like 8 p.m., maybe 9 p.m. is grandma bedtime. Can you read us a bedtime story? Do you have a specific request for a bedtime story? Because I'm not going to go drag one out of the ether for you. My grandma slept at 4 when she was still here. Damn. When the fuck was she eating dinner? Or was she not eating dinner? Oni grandma's bedtime was like 9 p.m.-ish. 8 or 9, if I remember correctly. Oni mama would stay up a bit later. I've never read that Caterpillar book. Are you talking about Hungry Caterpillar? I'm not reading Go the Fuck to Sleep. I go to bed between 9 to 10 p.m. I'm screwed. No, you're just a grandpa. And that means you're getting a good amount of sleep. Any story will do. That's why I'm telling you to request one. Indecisive ass grandson. I can read you a very hungry caterpillar if you want. I see it mentioned frequently. Sure. Okay, hold on. Let me see if I can find a version of it to read. Oh, I didn't realize that the dedication was actually to the author's sister. That's very cute. Lucky. Hold on a moment. Yuno reads the original Grimm fairy tales would be something. I do like the Grimm fairy tales, but I shouldn't read you guys something that's too depressing. This is meant to be a bedtime story. Okay. The very hungry caterpillar. Let me get you guys onto the other monitor so I can actually see you. You go over there now. Okay. In the light of the moon, a little egg lay on a leaf. One Sunday morning, the warm sun came up and pop! Out of the egg came a tiny and very hungry caterpillar. He started to look for some food. On Monday, he ate through one apple, but he was still hungry. He started to look for some food. On Tuesday, he ate through 2 pears, but he was still hungry. He started to look for some food. On Wednesday, he ate through 3 plums, but he was still hungry. He started to look for some food. On Thursday, he ate through 4 strawberries, but he was still hungry. So he started to look for some food. On Friday, he ate through 5 oranges, but he was still hungry. On Saturday, he ate through 1 piece of chocolate cake, 1 ice cream cone, 1 pickle, 1 slice of Swiss cheese, 1 slice of salami, 1 lollipop, 1 piece of cherry pie, 1 sausage, 1 cupcake, and 1 slice of watermelon. That night, he had a stomach ache. Girl dinner. Sounds like girl dinner to me. Jesus Christ, dude. He was hungry, and then he got a tummy ache. The next day was Sunday again. The caterpillar ate through 1 nice green leaf, and after that, he felt much better. Now he wasn't hungry anymore, and he wasn't a little caterpillar anymore. He was a big, fat caterpillar. He built a small house called a cocoon around himself. He stayed inside for more than 2 weeks. Then he nibbled a hole in the cocoon, pushed his way out, and... he was a beautiful butterfly! The end. And that's growth. That's the book. For some reason, I remember this being a lot longer. But is not. It's more fun if you, like, have a physical copy of the book, because part of it is that you can take the caterpillar, like, the art of the caterpillar through all of the holes he makes in the fruit and, like, in all of the food and stuff, so he can, like, travel across the pages, eating through all of the fruit and stuff. The PDF that I'm reading from shows you the images, but doesn't really, like, allow you that same feeling of leading the caterpillar through the food. Here's your bedtime story. The cocoon part confused me as a kid because I thought they were supposed to go into a chrysalis. Oh, you knew the big boy word. Excuse me, sir. I thought it was supposed to go into a chrysalis. That's you trying to talk without your 2 front teeth because you're little. You knew the big kid word. Before you learn the word chrysalis, they teach you that it's a cocoon. You kind of had the reverse happen. Then Tamadashi went to bed, but he was still hungry. How hungry. Fuck, you got it exactly right. Yeah, no, I understand. I learned it as cocoon first, and then I remember when we learned the word chrysalis, I was like, whoa, it's like the word for crystal. That's so cool. That voice got his teeth knocked out on the playground. Damn. Coming for the jugular like that. What do you ever do to you? Besides have a voice you don't like, I guess. Thank you for the bedtime story. It's appreciated to spend some time with you. I do my best. I'm not planning to stop stream just yet, but it's interesting to know that somebody never heard Very Hungry Caterpillar before. Just bad hand-eye coordination, basketball to the lip. Oof. Yikes. There's actually a fan fiction that I wrote. Well, I say wrote, but it's more like an idea that I've kicked around that I've debated writing. This will not surprise you guys, I don't think. But I have like a writing bug where I want to write a story about myself, a self-insert character, being paired with Limbo in Bustafellows. And I have a very specific vision of like the background and like the story that these two would have together. And one of the key parts of it is that the way that they first meet is because Limbo is like actively playing basketball because he's a big basketball player in canon. But he's like playing basketball with friends while the self-insert character is getting a tour of the school. And then he gets distracted looking at this character long enough that when he throws the ball, it like epically rebounds hard against the backboard of the hoop. And then it hits it hits the character in the face and gives them a bloody nose. That's all I could think about when you said bad hand-eye coordination with basketball. Not to the lip, though, to the nose. Basically, the idea is that Limbo would take this character to the infirmary and they would get the chance to chat while they got patched up so that their nose could be better. That's all. Random thoughts. I don't normally share my ideas for my silly little fan fiction, but meet cute via nearly breaking somebody's nose. Just girly things, ahaha. Good evening, oh Hanaki, welcome in. Wait. Ew. Big sip of water. I'm almost out of water, though. I'm gonna have to refill my water bottle before bed. Because I have a feeling I'm going to wake up thirsty. Breaks your nose to pero. What would you do to get a moment with Limbo? Yuno, Slug's face, nurse's room, me, help. I like the idea that you think that I would punch myself in the face. No, the idea is supposed to be that Limbo is so distracted by how cute the very obviously not me, but is me character is that he gets distracted and ends up getting me bonked in the nose. I mean, not me. But they're gonna get a chance to talk in the infirmary, at least if I decide to actually write this. But I wouldn't go so far as to punch my own face. I'm desperate, but I'm not that desperate. I have a little bit of self-dignity. Dignity, self-respect, whatever you want to call it. There's like a crumb of it still left. Please. Totally not Yuno named Luna Hanaki or something. Luna Hanaki does kind of go hard as a name. But yeah, definitely not me. Not me, nope. No, sir. Plausible deniability. I took a lot of inspiration from myself is all. It's not actually me. It's just, it's inspo. It's inspo. It's fine. She won the talent show as part of the 3-girly group Honey Crescent. Honey Crescent, huh? But yeah, don't worry. I don't think I'm planning to actually write this. It's just a brainworm that I've had. That I've thought about writing. Younger, not a full moon yet. True. That would have to come later. They'll go through a group evolution or something. With her unit mates, Maya and I don't know. I don't have the brain power to go with stupid fake names. Winnie Evergreen. I do kind of like that. I don't know what Maya's last name would be. Anyway. Legally distinct, plausible deniability. Maya and Win. Yes. Win Evergreen. Maya attention. Ha 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 ha. That doesn't even work. That's not a good not Nishikino variant. Thanks. Yeah, you're welcome. Ha 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 ha. Like 2 steps away from a Mandark laugh. Mandark was my first thought. Yeah, I didn't want to do the full Mandark laugh, but I basically made like a really bad knockoff version, which I still think is a little funny. It's just a little funny. Maya Nordowski? Maybe. Something like that. Full laugh is too much energy, understandable. Even though the joke is that it's supposed to be really flat sounding. Random evil guy laughs are fun. I like it when it's different from the usual mwahaha. I like it when they give them something that's like really fucking dorky sounding. And you're like, you're still supposed to see it as intimidating, especially if in universe other characters think it's intimidating. Even though it's the dorkiest thing you've ever heard, I love when they do that. Anytime a villain that to us is like obviously very cheesy and not that threatening is still perceived as like very serious by other people within like the world that they're in, I think that that's awesome. I really love that. I think Mandark is still treated mostly like a joke within Dexter's. I don't really remember. I didn't watch a lot of Dexter's Lab, but I do really like it when the evil laugh is more niche. Like it's a more distinct sound. My friend group had this character. I can't talk too much about it. Both because I don't remember and also because I don't know if there's any content still out of this character, so I have to be careful. But we had this like character that we made up that was like a really obnoxious rich guy, and like one of the whole bits was that the way that he laughed, instead of going ha ha ha, he would do like AH, 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 and the way that it would be vocalized was ah, ah, ah. But the whole joke was that he just had this like really low booming voice, laughed backwards like that in a really stilted way. And then every comment he ever made was about how he was going to make $1 bajillion. And like everything he did was for money, and he was just kind of like an annoying fucking asshole. And then he laughed like that. He sounded kind of like this every time he spoke, and he would always bring up how he was going to make lots of money. Oh. And he laughed just like that. Yeah, kind of like the Count, but the point was that he sounded more evil than the Count did. Come back when you've got more money. Kind of. It was something like that. I can't do it because my voice is too high. But he was a big hit within our friend group. It was mostly the boys who would be able to pull off doing his voice really well, because they were boys. But anytime the girls attempted to do this character's voice, it became extra funny because it was people with really high voices trying to be this like really low-pitched character. He didn't talk like the Count any other way, he just kind of had a similar laugh, but the laugh did have an entirely different intonation from the Count's. I think he also laughed more, like Count's laugh was like with the 3, but I think that this character might have laughed like 4 or 5 times because we wanted to make sure that it felt more distinct. And then, like I said, just like really low, really guttural. Snobby. Didn't really have an accent, but just needed to sound like snobby and pompous and full of himself. We had a lot of running bits with that character. So when I was trying to think of other characters that had the like really distinct laugh, I remembered how many jokes we made with that character, and I was just like, oh god. Things that were amusing when you were a teenager. Hey, okay. I feel bad that this stream is this short, but I started feeling worse just now. Like, I felt my face flush, and the flush hasn't gone away, so I'm just like, uh-oh. Maybe I am getting sick. So I am going to make good on my promise and try to go to bed very early like good noodle. Hopefully, good day, hope you feel better. Thank you. I'm doing my best. I do still want to try and stream tomorrow. If I do, it'll probably be like in the afternoon, maybe around like 2-ish or so. I'm not sure. Hopefully I'll put up a waiting room if I feel like I have the energy to stream. But if you don't see one, assume that I died. If you don't see one, assume I died. And then I guess you won't see me again then until like Saturday. Probably. Because I will be busy the rest of the week and also doing debut prep, so yeah. Hopefully not. Yeah, hopefully not. I do still want to try and stream. Like, I want to. I have the desire to do it. We just have to see how I'm feeling. I'll try to keep you updated on socials if that changes. But yeah, I will be busy after Tuesday because of the 3-day break. And also, if I do end up getting 2.0 soon, I'll have to get ready for prep. Hope you get full HP back once you have Urple Girl in your hands. Yeah, I hope she basically works like a full restore and then I feel instantly better. But yeah, I'm hoping that tomorrow I'll still be able to stream. It'll either be just kind of chill completing missions in ZA, not shiny hunting. Just completing ZA missions to get my shiny charm. Or maybe more power washing. It needs to be something really low-key if I do stream. Yes, yes, yes. May work go well, may food be tasty. Happy Thanksgiving. Yes, thank you. I hope you guys have a good holiday too if you are celebrating this week. If you're not celebrating this week, I hope that your week is good. But hopefully I'll be able to see you tomorrow. Maybe Voxel's true. Voxel's is even more relaxing if I wanted to do something really calming. We'll see. I was kind of giving voxels a bit of a break because I noticed that the streams for coloring voxels weren't doing as well. So maybe I'll pick up voxels again. Maybe there's been enough of a break between the last one that people will be interested in seeing it again. I don't know. We'll see. Depends on vibes. Yes, yes, yes. But until then, we're going to call it here for tonight. Again, I'm very sorry it's so short, but my energy is so bad. Help me. I gotta get rest. Well, okay, until then, thank you guys so much for choosing to spend time with me. I hope that you have a good rest of your time zone. And until I see you again, Yunotsu, have a good night. I am putting my ass to bed the minute I'm done here. Good night.